Here's today's In Touch devotion.
Today's scripture reading begins in verse 17 of 1 Samuel chapter 10. Now Samuel called the people together to the Lord at Mizpah, and he said to the sons of Israel, "This is what the Lord, the God of Israel, says. I brought Israel up from Egypt, and I rescued you from the hand of the Egyptians and from the power of all the kingdoms that were oppressing you. But today you have rejected your God, who saves you from all your catastrophes and your distresses. Yet you have said, 'No, but put a king over us.' Now then, present yourselves before the Lord by your tribes and by your groups of thousands." So Samuel brought all the tribes of Israel forward, and the tribe of Benjamin was selected by lot. Then he brought the tribe of Benjamin forward by its families, and the Mitrite family was selected by lot. And Saul, the son of Kish, was selected by lot. But when they looked for him, he could not be found. Therefore they inquired further of the Lord, "Has the man come here yet?" And the Lord said, "Behold, he is hiding himself among the baggage." So they ran and took him from there, and when he stood among the people, he was taller than any of the people from his shoulders upward. Samuel said to all the people, "Do you see him, whom the Lord has chosen? Surely there is no one like him among all the people." So all the people shouted and said, "Long live the king!" Then Samuel told the people the ordinances of the kingdom, and wrote them in the book, and placed it before the Lord. And Samuel sent all the people away, each one to his house.
When the Israelites demanded a royal leader, just like all the other nations, God gave them King Saul. He was exactly what the nation wanted, an impressive man who stood head and shoulders above the rest. Saul probably started out with good intentions, but before long he veered off course, and his character began to erode because of his disobedience to God. Saul's downhill slide began with rationalizing and excusing his rebellious actions. Then he picked which parts of God's commands to obey and which to neglect. He claimed he'd obeyed fully, but after being confronted, he shifted the blame to his army. Eventually, he became consumed with jealousy, rage, and fear, which led to many foolish decisions. Saul's life stands as an example to those of us who are believers of what happens when sin creeps in and begins the destructive process of corruption. Spiritual erosion is dangerous because it occurs so slowly that we're often unaware anything is happening inside us. Don't wait until nearing the end of your earthly existence before looking for evidence of erosion. Check your heart regularly to be sure your soul is clean from the nagging, destructive presence of sin.